Hi General Hospital fans. Welcome to our channel, where you can find the NEWSGH spoilers, sneak peeks, and unexpected storyline twists. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update. According to General Hospital teasers, Sonny Corinthos may be Lois Cerullo's last remaining backer following the revelation of Gio Palmieri's parentage. Do you want more General Hospital news? Get the newest General Hospital news delivered straight to your email. Could friendship grow into something more now that Sonny and Lois are older and allegedly wiser? Will sparks kindle between Sonny and Lois after so many years? Sonny Corinthos and Lois Cerullo have always been close. Sonny and Lois grew up together in Bensonhurst. Sonny was always welcome in the Cerullo home. Lois and Sonny have always been protective of each other, but they have never had a romantic relationship. Lois was too close to Sonny's ex, Brenda Barrett, to pursue anything romantic with him. Lois, on the other hand, requires immediate assistance. Sonny and Lois are always there for one another, and even though Lois has lied to him about his grandchild for years, she ensured that Sonny knew Gio. Sonny assisted Gio through school and has always been there for him, even though he had no idea they were connected. Will Sonny and Lois transcend the line from friendship to romance? Ned Quartermaine will be furious with his ex-wife. Ned and Olivia Quartermaine will be outraged at Lois. Ned's daughter was pregnant, which Louis withheld from him. Lois hid their grandson and never mentioned it. Lois and Olivia have been friends for years, but Lois has kept this from her all these years. Olivia will not want anything to do with her pal. Gio is not going to be pleased with Lois either. Lois and the rest of her family had lied to him for many years. Gio did not deserve any of this. Gio is furious with his parents because one of them was also unaware of his existence. Gio needs time to comprehend everything. How can Gio forgive his grandmother after everything that has happened? Lois Cerullo may move into Sonny Corinthos' house. Lois will surely be booted out of the Quartermaine home and sent back to Bensonhurst. Lois, on the other hand, will try to patch things up with Brook Lynn, who has spent years being close to her son while having no idea who he is. Lois needs to visit Port Charles to make atonement, and Sonny may agree to let her remain with him. Will Lois and Sonny get closer if they live together? Sonny is taken aback by Lois' actions, but when she recounts how Brook Lynn felt at the moment, Sonny is unable to remain angry with her. Will Sonny and Lois' bond lead them to sleep together? Could Sonny and Lois have a lasting relationship after all these years? General Hospital spoilers state that now that the truth about Gio Palmieri has been revealed, the plot fallout will begin, with confrontations, face-offs, and tears taking center stage. The revelation that Gio is Brook Lynn Quartermaine Chase and Dante Falconeri's son has a significant impact on many characters on the canvas, including those from three important families in Port Charles: the Quartermaines, the Corinthos clan, and the Falconeris. Below are three unexpected twists that will astound viewers as everyone involved digests the news regarding Gio. 1. Tracy is the voice of reason for Gio. Tracy Quartermaine becoming the voice of reason in any scenario must be a sign of something wrong, right? All kidding aside, General Hospital spoilers indicate that Gio will pack his belongings during the Tuesday, May 27th episode and attempt to leave the Quartermaine home. After what he's learned, it could be too much for him to live under the same roof as the ones who betrayed it. It's difficult to determine exactly what Gio is thinking and feeling right now. He feels Brook Lynn and Dante did not want to, but he does not have the full information. A snippet from Tuesday's episode implies that Tracy may intervene when Johnny and Emma Scorpio Drake attempt to depart the Q house. Tracy may be the one to explain to Gio that, while he may feel betrayed, and he has every right to feel that way, many people in the Q house, including herself, had no idea he was connected to them and Gio want him around. She has formed a bond with Gio, unaware that they are connected by blood, and hopes to persuade the young man to stay put so they can continue to be close. Could he move into the gatehouse so that he remains on Q property while maintaining his privacy? 2. Gio gravitates toward Dante and shuts Brook Lynn out. While Brook Lynn does not deserve to be left out, she was the one who decided to place Gio for adoption. While she was unaware that Gio was her son while growing up in Bensonhurst, and some may say that Lois Cerullo convinced Brook Lynn that adoption was the only option, she was ultimately the one who approved the entire process. Gio and Dante's relationship has been strained recently, but with Dante entirely out of the loop, will the young man allow his father into his heart? Will Gio be more willing to developing a relationship and bond with Dante than Brook Lynn? Dante may argue that he was never informed about Brook Lynn's pregnancy and was never offered an option. Will Gio listen? 3. Emma and Gio solidify their romance. Gio and Emma Scorpio Drake have been on the verge of a romance for several weeks. Both are smitten, and while they've formed a pleasant friendship, nothing beats drama to bring two people together. Emma went to Joe's side following his scene on stage at the nurses' ball and will continue to encourage him. Will this lead to a romance? According to General Hospital teasers, Gio and Emma may enjoy a kiss, if not more, as his world spirals after discovering the truth about his background. General Hospital spoilers suggest that Michael Corinthos' stunning homecoming has changed everything, particularly his custody battle for Wiley and Amelia Corinthos. Michael swooped in at the end of the 2025 Nurses' Ball, grabbed Wiley after his adorable children's performance, and flew away before Willow Tate Corinthos or Drew Kane could intervene. According to General Hospital spoilers, Michael will take the kids to Carly Spencer's residence between May 26th and May 30th. Amelia appears to be waiting for Michael and Wiley at her grandmother Carly's house for a sleepover, and the kids are expected to have a great day reconnecting with their father and his family. As the days pass, Michael will make his reunion rounds, reconnecting with family, friends, and loved ones as everyone celebrates his triumphant return. He plans to talk to his secret baby mama Sasha Corbin. Preview photographs for next week have surfaced, featuring Michael seeing Sasha at the Quartermain house. Furthermore, General Hospital spoilers suggest that he will have a favor to ask. Sasha and Jason Morgan have worked tirelessly to cover up Michael and Sasha's one-night fling, which resulted in the baby bump she is currently carrying. They've been telling everyone that Jason is Sasha's baby daddy, even though they and Michael know the reality. With that said, one glance at the next week's preview shot, which shows Sasha passionately peering into Michael's eyes, and it's only a matter of time before the truth between these two is revealed. Still, it's unlikely Michael will urge Sasha to stay quiet about their one-night romance while he was still with Willow. Drew and Willow are currently facing a difficult situation, especially now that Michael has returned and is preparing for his June 2nd court date. Drew and Willow will try to present Michael as an absentee father, but the truth is that as soon as he got back on his feet, he gathered his children and took command, so this argument will fall flat, especially given Drew and Willow's recent scandals. However, General Hospital spoilers remind fans that if the truth about Michael being the father of Sasha's baby is revealed, it will completely change everything. Willow wants sole custody of the children, so there's a lot at stake. Sasha will understandably acquiesce to Michael's request, but will this secret last much longer? The paternity revelation is one of soap opera's most dependable and explosive storytelling tactics, capable of tearing apart relationships, ruining families, and forging unexpected new alliances. Michael's desperate request for Sasha to conceal true paternity during an ongoing custody battle sets off a chain of events that reveals the raw nerves of parenthood, the fragility of trust, and the lengths people will go to protect what they believe is rightfully theirs. This type of scenario appeals to basic human worries about identification, belonging, and the horrifying prospect that the children we love are not our biological descendants. Regardless of biological truth, Michael's strong paternal urge is important to this scenario. His plea to Sasha reveals a guy in a state of fear about the idea of losing the child he has loved and raised as his own. The custody dispute becomes more than simply a legal proceeding. It also poses an existential danger to his fatherhood identity. Viewers are compelled to face uncomfortable questions. Does biology define fatherhood, or does it depend on years of care, sacrifice, and love? When it comes to battling for your child, how far is too far? Michael's actions, while ethically wrong, spring from a deep emotional truth that many parents may understand, if not condone. Sasha's role in this play is equally intricate. As the keeper of explosive information, she wields enormous control over many lives. Her decision to agree with Michael's request generates a complex moral quandary that strikes to the heart of her character. If she agrees to conceal the truth, she becomes engaged in a deceit that could have long-term ramifications for a vulnerable child. If she refuses, she may jeopardize Michael's ability to stay a father to the child he adores. The gravity of this decision exposes Sasha's actual objectives and strains her ethical boundaries in ways she never expected. The legal consequences of paternity fraud heighten the drama in this plot. In general, family courts consider purposeful misrepresentation of paternity to be significant fraud with criminal repercussions. As Sasha considers Michael's proposal, she must evaluate not just the moral ramifications, but also the very real possibility of legal consequences. This isn't just about injured feelings or strained relationships. It's about possible perjury charges, civil lawsuits, and career-ending scandals. The stakes could not be higher, transforming what may have been a personal moral problem into a public legal time bomb. For the child in the core of this conflict, the consequences are significant and long-lasting. The truth regarding one's biological beginnings bears significant psychological weight, and discovering that this information was purposely hidden might result in long-term distress. Michael's plea, while acceptable on an emotional level, risks preparing his child for a tragic identity crisis in the future. This portion of the novel presents painful considerations regarding children's rights to know their biological truth versus parents' wish to preserve the family structures they have established. This incident causes significant stress in Michael and Sasha's relationship. Their dynamic changes from what it was before, whether friendship, romance, or casual acquaintance, to something much more intense and potentially catastrophic. Secrets of this scale can form ties that feel more like mutual blackmail than true connection. Every interaction becomes fraught with unspoken threats and unrecognized power dynamics. Even if Sasha grants Michael's request, their relationship may never recover from the imbalance caused by this massive favor. Other characters in this story confront their own moral tests when they become aware of the circumstances. Those who discover a possible paternity deception must decide whether to reveal the truth or protect their pals. Each character's decision shows personal values and priorities, causing ripple effects throughout the social circle. The plot becomes an intriguing study in moral relativism, as viewers observe different characters draw ethical lines in different areas based on their relationships and history. It's not, Michael replied, his fury rising. I never told her not to return. That isn't who I am, and you know it. I mailed her care packages, letters, and video greetings. Each week. She didn't always answer, but I knew she got them. And when she eventually indicated she was returning, I flew out to help her get home. Now Sonny smiled. Just a bit. It wasn't exactly relief, but it was close. That is what I hoped. But you know how things are, Michael. In today's environment, rumors have weight. And there are many others that benefit from us being on opposing sides. Michael sighed and ran a hand over his hair. Yes, I understand. And I've already allowed that wedge grow too far between us. I should have told you all this sooner. But I figured. I'm not sure. Maybe I assumed you wouldn't trust me. You're my son, Sonny replied almost defensively. It means something to me. Even when we disagree. But we haven't, Dad, Michael replied calmly. Not for a long time. We've let pride and suffering create this barrier between us. I did not fight hard enough to bring it down. And I should have. There was a pause weighed down by years of fighting, misunderstandings, and heartache that had formed both men. But there was something more in that silence. A potential, a break in the wall that had long separated them. Willow doesn't blame you, Sonny finally stated, his voice rough. She never did. I talked to her when she returned. She claimed you were present in every manner possible. She never felt abandoned. Then why? Michael began, then stopped himself. He did not want to go back down the path of blame and suspicion. It does not matter. I am just glad you know the truth now. Sonny nodded slowly. Yeah, I do. And I'm sorry it took me so long to ask. I've been holding a lot of anger recently. Towards you and the world. I let it impair my judgment. Michael gave a sorrowful smile. We are both obstinate. Comes with the last name, I suppose. Sonny let out a rare giggle, and for a brief moment, they were no longer Sonny the mob boss and Michael the estranged son. They were just two men attempting to repair what they'd lost. After that, the talk shifted to lighter topics. Wiley's most recent school project, Donna's soccer games, and even a fleeting thought of Morgan, whose spirit remained in these moments. There was always pain and healing. Later, as he exited the restaurant, Michael felt lighter. He had not resolved everything with his father, but he had opened the door. The truth had been told, and for once it had been heard. That was the start. Sonny watched his son depart with a serious gaze. Trust wasn't something you easily gave away. Not in his world or with his past. Perhaps it can be rebuilt one discussion at a time. He pulled up his phone and quickly texted Willow. "Thank you for being honest with me. I now realize how powerful you both were." He paused before sending and added, "Tell Michael I'm proud of him." He paused for a beat before hitting send. Certain wounds take longer to heal than others. However, in Port Charles, where every secret had repercussions and every silence might break a friendship, a moment of truth was more potent than any rumor. For Sonny and Michael, that moment had finally arrived. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed the scoop, give us a like. Don't forget to comment on the name of your favorite character. And subscribe for more GH drama every day.